covering the community, events, and people of Georgia, Carolina. This is the Means Report. Here is Brad Means.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Means Report. We appreciate you spending part of your day with us. And on this day, we want to say how much we appreciate you spending yet another year with us. It's been an exciting 2014 for the Means Report. Your viewership has increased, and we just are so thankful to you for that. Tell your friends about us every Sunday at noon, and we'll make 2015 even bigger and better. But first, we really do need to take time on this day and look back at the year that was. Month by month, never a shortage of news events in the CSRA. Always something to cover on our newscasts during the week, and certainly always something to talk about come Sunday on the Means Report. Here's News Channel 6's Chris Kane.
2014 began with a devastating fire in downtown Augusta. The blaze broke out inside the Brislin building, located at the corner of 12th and Broad Street. The historic structure housed 6 apartments and 1 business, Downtown Dental. The building was eventually demolished. It was a sign of major controversy at GRU.
And they said that they would include Augusta in all branding, promotional materials, signage, and it hasn't happened.
When GRU unveiled its new signs, the word Augusta was nowhere to be found. After outraging many in the community, Georgia Regents University decided to spend more than $5,000 to add Augusta to its 5 main signs.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
On January 28th, we got a blast of winter weather across the CSRA.
George said it would, and it is snowing right now.
Let it snow.
Little did we know at the time that a few inches of snow was just a preview of a much bigger storm to come.
Let it snow and snow.
In February, Hephzibah's James Carpenter became a Super Bowl champion. The Seahawks star offensive lineman helped lead Seattle to a dominating 43-8 win over Denver. Justice for Sandy Rogers. Joshua Jones pleaded guilty to murdering the Aiken public safety officer in 2012. The North Augusta man was sentenced to life without parole.
We've got freezing rain coming down across a good chunk of the area, cold rain in the southern counties. We are in the midst of an ice storm.
On February 12th, the Garden City turned into Ice City. Take a good look behind me because this is something that you rarely see. Magnolia Lane completely iced over.
It was sounding terrible, like we were in a war zone. Trees cracking, limbs falling everywhere.
Now at noon, situation critical. A local EMA official calls the ice storm aftermath a disaster.
An ice storm of historic proportion left thousands in the dark. For days, more than 80% of Augusta was without power. A massive effort by utility companies across the southeast region worked around the clock to get the city back up and running. The cost of the ice storm cleanup in the Augusta area topped more than $30 million. 2 days after the ice storm, Augusta area residents had another concern.
Folks, before we get to sports, I do want to say if a lot of you in Augusta just felt a rumble We felt that as well here at Television Park, and I'm talking about just now during the break.
Around 10:23 this evening, an earthquake occurred. The center of it about 7 miles outside of Edgefield, South Carolina, 4.4 on the Richter scale.
Thankfully, the quake caused no major structural damage, but it was the largest quake recorded in the area since 1974. In March, longtime Columbia County Tax Commissioner Kay Allen resigned. It came 5 months after allegations she was pocketing money from collected fees. Allen wrote a check for the $80,000 she owed to the county and was allowed to retire with state benefits. In early April, News Channel 6 lost a legend. Terry Sams, known far and wide as Trooper Terry, died at the age of 80. For 20 years, his popular children's program on WJBF mesmerized thousands. Just a few months before his death, Sams helped to celebrate WJBF's 60th anniversary with a special Trooper Terry reunion show. Beloved and admired by so many, Trooper Terry will always have a strong presence at News Channel 6, and you can still hear his iconic voice on many commercials. Bubba Watson added another green jacket to his wardrobe. The lefty proved he's not a one-hit wonder at Augusta National by winning the Masters for the second time in 3 years. Later that night, Bubba celebrated in true Bubba style. He enjoyed a post-championship meal at the Waffle House on Wheeler Road. On May 5th, a shooting inside an administrative building put Payne College on lockdown for 5 hours. A student, Jawan Baker, was shot in the head in Haygood Hall. 2 hours later, Xavier Cooper was arrested in connection with the shooting. It was the second shooting in 2 days on Payne's campus.
People are ready to move beyond the things that divide us.
Augusta has a new mayor. Former Georgia State Senator Hardy Davis easily won the election with 75% of the vote. In January, Davis officially takes over for outgoing mayor Deke Copenhaver. In June, the Augusta Riverhawks officially said goodbye to the Garden City. Team owner Bob Kersner moved the minor league franchise to Macon. The team shut down operations in 2013 when it couldn't reach an agreement with Global Spectrum to fix the ice system at James Brown Arena. Caught on cell phone video. This fight between two women quickly went viral on YouTube and Facebook. Thousands viewed the shocking video of a huge crowd cheering on a fight at an Augusta gas station on Wrightsboro Road. Both women involved in the altercation were arrested. In July, Augusta inched closer to getting its own outlet mall. Ben Carter Enterprises announced it would break ground on the shopping center in December. The Outlet Mall of Georgia will be built next to Cabela's and Costco off I-20 and Riverwatch Parkway.
I'm just a street kid from Augusta, Georgia. Now, tell me what you see.
The highly anticipated James Brown biopic, Get On Up, hit movie screens worldwide. On July 24th, The Garden City rolled out the red carpet for a special movie premiere at the Augusta Regal Exchange. Hundreds came out to see the film's biggest star, Chadwick Boseman.
I just think he's an extraordinary man. The more I learn about him, the more I realize how great he is and was, and how great he is.
Boseman's critically acclaimed portrayal of James Brown got some Oscar buzz, but the movie failed to click at the box office, earning just $31 million.
Believe me, it's been a long and winding road from the farmlands of South Georgia to the hallowed halls of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Finally, the wait is over for Thompson native Ray Guy. In August, the former Oakland Raiders great became the first true punter inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. August 15th, 10:30 p.m., tragedy in a Martinez church parking lot. William DeVette was shot and killed while turning on the sprinkler system at Marvin United Methodist Church. His wife, Jennifer, survived the brutal attack. Hours later, 21-year-old Daniel Robinson was identified as the suspect and arrested in Jacksonville, Florida. The Richmond County School Board made history by naming its first female superintendent. Dr. Angela Pringle takes over for Frank Robertson, whose contract wasn't renewed. So much for that new outlet mall breaking ground in December. Mall officials could not get enough stores to commit to the project, and the shopping center is not coming to Augusta. Thousands across the CSRA took part in the Ice Bucket Challenge. The simple act of dumping a bucket of ice water on someone's head helped raise more than $100 million worldwide for ALS research. In September, Augusta Commissioner Donnie Smith resigned after a blistering report from the Georgia State Patrol was made public, accusing Smith of violating state law in his oath of office by working a second job during Masters Week while on duty with the State Patrol. Lewis Hap Harris was appointed by the commission to fill the District 7 seat. Dr. George C. Bradley stepped down as the president of Payne College. In June, the school was put on probation by its accrediting body. On September 16th, Major Michael Donahue, a former Fort Gordon soldier, was killed by an enemy attack in Afghanistan. While stationed at Fort Gordon, Donahue was an active runner in the Augusta community. A few weeks after his death, a memorial run in Augusta was held in Major Donahue's honor. On September 20th, Tammy Kingery went missing from her Edgefield County home and hasn't been seen since. The case has garnered national attention, and a cash reward has been raised for anyone who has solid information leading to Tammy Kingery.
I will never forget it as long as I live.
October kicked off with a big honor for Roland Smith. He's a Republican who has been the representative for District 84, which is inside of Aiken County, since 1988. Smith was presented the Order of the Palmetto Award by Governor Nikki Haley. It's the highest award given by the state of South Carolina to a civilian.
We take it extremely serious from the point where names are actually named.
The Richmond County Sheriff's Office launched a criminal investigation into claims by Brandon Paquette that he has provided illegal steroids to Richmond County deputies. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office doesn't have its own substance abuse policy. Following a polygraph given to Paquette, the investigation was turned over to the GBI. The Georgia NAACP removed Dr. Charles Smith from his post as president of its Augusta chapter. The move came after the organization reviewed past allegations of sexual abuse against Smith when he worked at Josie High School 13 years ago. The NTSB says that a deadly plane crash in Thompson 18 months ago was caused by pilots' failure to follow procedures during landing. The February 2013 crash killed 5 employees of the Vane Guys staff in Evans. After only 2 years on the job, Robert Hamilton announced his plans to resign as director of the Charlie Norwood VA Medical Center. Hamilton's last day was November 30th.
We want everybody to have a good job. We want everybody working.
On Election Day, Republican businessman Rick Allen defeated Georgia's 12th District Congressman John Barrow. Allen got 55% of the vote. Barrow received 45%. Allen will take office on January 3rd. A week before Thanksgiving, Janice Jackson started her job as Augusta's new city administrator. It didn't take long for her to get enough votes to pass the 2015 budget, which includes a stormwater fee and raises for Richmond County and Marshal's office deputies.
I think she's got good ideas, and she's finding out, how things have been going so it can improve in 2015.
On November 20th, same-sex marriage became legal in South Carolina. Chrissy DeLagle and Haley Latham were among the first to arrive for a marriage license in Aiken County.
We've been ready, and this is our time.
Project Jackson is headed back to court. The South Carolina Supreme Court will hear the case for the $170 million development. North Augusta homeowner Steve Donahue is appealing a judge's initial ruling in favor of the city. It's unclear how this will delay the project that would bring a minor league baseball stadium to North Augusta. December marked the end of Deke Copenaver's 9-year reign as Augusta's mayor. His legacy in office can be summed up by his own personal motto.
Sic vos non vobis.
What does that mean?
Not for ourselves, but for others.
An absolutely amazing look back at the year that was 2014. Our heartfelt thanks to News Channel 6's Chris Kane. Folks, I know you could tell by watching it, but if you truly knew the behind-the-scenes toil that it took to put that on, you would be absolutely amazed. Picture your man, Chris Kane, locked in an edit bay for about the better part of 10 days, rarely seeing the light of day, and we thank him for that. And boy, some of those images from 2014, the ice storm, haunting. What a year it was. Isn't it hard to believe that all of that happened in the past 12 months as we sit in our homes and watch it? Thank goodness we're all still here. Who knows what 2015 will bring? It was quite a year nationwide, in fact, and as this year in review edition of the Means Report continues, we'll shine the spotlight on the national scene.